Hello, welcome to Family Therapy Podcast channel. My name is George Chacha. Family Therapy Podcast channel is a channel that seeks to explain, to describe, to kind of demystify the complexities in marriage, the complexities in families. And remember, I speak as not just as a speaker or a counselor, but someone who has actually experienced these things to a greater length. In this episode, I will be talking about forgiveness. I will be sharing forgiveness not from the perspective of the holy books, but from the perspective of marriage, and also from the perspective of the psychology part of it. And so let's try to see the forgiveness. What is forgiveness? In my definition, I choose to describe forgiveness as the act of freeing yourself. It is the act of redeeming yourself. It's the act of cutting loose the chains that your enemy is using to control you. And therefore, in the aspect of forgiveness in marriage, simply means be free, reclaim your freedom, take your rightful position. You're good, you're valuable. And therefore, forgiveness does not benefit the person who is forgiven. On the contrary, forgiveness benefits the person who forgives. In other words, by you forgiving your enemy, by you forgiving the person who has hurt you, is of more benefit to yourself than to the other person. No wonder the Bible talks of, like Moses, he was advising the Israelites, that you shall not be angry with your neighbor until sunset, meaning that he knew the disadvantages, the dangers of not forgiving. I mean, even any doctor will tell you the effect that not forgiving has, because when you don't forgive, then you're bitter, you're angry, you're resentful, there are hormones, there are enzymes that are being produced in your body, and all these things, they eat your inside, they eat your system. No wonder in psychology they say that we are not what we eat, but what eats us. So we have allowed ourselves to be eaten up by not forgiving. So the beauty of forgiveness is that it removes the toxic, the poisonous components that your body would otherwise be producing due to anger, due to bitterness, due to resentment and hatred. And that's the reason why forgiveness benefits you who is forgiving more than the person whom you're forgiving. Actually, when you forgive your enemy, when you forgive your tormentor, when you forgive your narcissist partner, you are letting go. You are cutting or destroying the remote control by which your partner or that enemy has been using to control you. And therefore, forgiveness cannot even be, it is irreducible to anyone's life, that before you make any decision, before you make any move, the factor or the that point on forgiveness is so critical. And therefore, many people feel like, no, I'll never forgive him. Yes, what you're simply saying is, I do not want to be free. I do not want to be free, and I'll never be free. Yet, by you not forgiving your enemy, you have given him or her power and authority over your happiness, over your peace, over your destiny. Therefore, we have just to forgive. It's the best thing we can do to ourselves. And no wonder even the Bible says that forgive your enemies 70 times, 7 times. I think even Jesus emphasizes the need of forgiving, even though he was talking from the perspective, from the religious perspective. And I'm trying to put my argument from the psychological perspective, from the physical perspective, all the advantages of forgiveness that brings to an individual. They are so many. There's not even one single disadvantage of forgiveness. In fact, the best punishment to your enemy is to smile back and walk out free, because then you have defied him or her, that you have taken control of your life. Forgiveness. It is irreducible in any marriage, in any relationship. And if you must start, forgive, and even do more forgiveness. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I will be glad to hear what you think about forgiveness, what forgiveness might have done to you, or maybe what is it so challenging, what is it that's so difficult that you do not conceive forgiving your enemy. I will be glad to hear. And if you like what I have just shared, please don't hesitate to click the like button and subscribe to the channel, and let us have an interactive discussion on this, for this is the channel to watch. Thank you.